Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Playbook. This is the basics of the of trading, and today we're gonna help beginners understand what basic tools and platform they need to start trading. And we're not gonna dive into market behavior or chart analysis yet, even though you see a chart here. But I know this might be boring for some of you, but I'm here to help anyone, including those who just started and don't know anything about trading. Alright, so first let's cover what is day trading. So day trading is just how do I say this? Is when we sort of make money through the financial markets during the day. We don't hold overnight. We do short-term, word for it is scalping or intraday moves. And also I only focus on ES and NQ, so that's primarily what I'll be teaching here. Alright, so now there are some terms you should know when it comes to trading. First is bear. The second will be bull. Now, bear just means when someone say the market is bearish or the market is bullish. Bear just means that the overall direction is down. So right now it's up, so we are bullish. Just think about how they attack, how the animals attack. Bulls use their horns and sort of scoop upwards. So when we say we are bullish, means we're saying that the market wants to go up. And we say we're bearish, means we say the market wants to go down. But this is not as important because you can use whatever terms you like. Alright, let's get rid of this. Next, there's two more terms. One is long, the other is short. When we say we want to go long, this is the same thing as the bull term and the bear term. When we say we want to go long, it means we want to take a buy position because we are thinking that the market wants to go up. Also, how we as day traders capitalize on the market is we sort of predict, but I wouldn't use that term, where the market wants to go, and if we are right, we are rewarded. This is not what exactly it means, but this is the simplified version so that you guys can understand it easier. Next, okay, when we say we want to go long, it just means we want to enter into a buy position as we think the market is going up. And when we say we want to go short, means we think that the market wants to go down and we want to enter a sell position. Alright, so how does this all work? Let's say we want to enter long one contract. Essentially what that simply means is, let's say we won't even use this. Let's say the price of Apple is $100 and we want to go long, so we buy that one Apple, which is essentially one contract for $100. We hold it and then we sell it at a higher price for, let's say, $150. So from there you've already made $50. That is your profit. Now, when we say we want to go short, on the other hand, let's say one Apple is still $100, but this is where it's a little different, but it's sort of the same. The context doesn't really matter if you know it or not. It's just sort of extra information and helps to know, I guess. Alright, when you say you want to go short, let's say you don't have any apples, but you think that the price of the apples will drop soon. So you borrow one apple from your friend, and then you sell the apple right away for $100. Then after that, you wait for the price to drop to $60. You buy back the apple at a new lower price of $60 and you return the same apple to your friend. That way you made $40 in profit. I don't know if you understand that, but that's sort of how I learned, and so far it's worked. Alright, so now that we know what is day trading, let's go to the second one. What are the apps you need to use? I mean, you need to have. Start in the morning, so it's around. Time to fucking break a scene. Shit's not the same. Life switch lanes. Oh, hold up. Okay, what are the apps? So first, before we even go to any of this. Oh damn, bro. Alright, now what are the apps you need? Firstly, you're gonna need a broker. So what a broker does is, a broker is a bridge between you and the financial markets. Because you can't place trades directly on the exchange, that's why we have a broker do it for you. And they give you access to futures, forex, stocks, but for me I'm trading futures because I trade ES and NQ. They also help you execute your trades when you hit buy or sell, and they'll send your order into the broker. Then brokers also offer leverages, like for example we have a 1 to 100 leverage. That means 1,000 of your money controls $100,000 in trades. So it's like sort of a multiplier, but you need to understand that even though you can win more, it also means you can lose more. So you have to understand how to leverage your money cautiously so that you don't lose a shit ton of money at the start. Okay, so there's another thing called funded accounts. And funded accounts also act like a broker because they let you trade a large capital if you prove you're consistent. And we'll get into the funded accounts later on in the video. Okay, now you might be thinking, oh, that's great, bro. We get a free broker. We can place trades for free without going to the exchange. No, bro. So what they do is some brokers they either have difference between buy and sell price, that's called spreads. So they might have a higher spread where they sort of already make money as soon as you enter the trade. So that's how they capitalize. They also have commissions, flat fee per trade. Honestly, I have no idea what this is, but I believe it's just commissions for every trades you take. They also have swap fees and overnight fees. This is for people who hold their trades overnight. Then they'll take a fee from you. Yeah. Alright. I think that's all we have to cover for brokers. Okay, so the broker I am using is IC Markets, but you don't have to follow me. You can go and do your own research. Wherever country you're in, find the best broker for you, what you're comfortable with. I don't have any paid promotion. I'm not an affiliate, so don't worry about that, man. Use whatever broker you want, but I'll be showing and using IC Markets just because I use it and it's easier for me. Okay, so in the broker, you have to sign in. You have to verify your age, I believe, because I only created an account when I was 18, because that's the legal age for me. And from there, you can put in money. You can use demo accounts. We'll also get into that later. But that's all for the broker. So what do you have to do when you go into trading? First, you have to find a broker you're comfortable with. Next, damn bro, I think you can hear me breathing. I can't breathe. Oh shit. Okay, anyways, you're gonna need a broker. other brokers like TradeOvate, Ninja Trader, TradeLocker, DX Trades, but I've never tried any of those because I'm more comfortable with IC. What else, man? Okay, so that's it for brokers. Next, this is kind of an important one. My mic's not even facing me, bro. Anyways, this is kind of an important one. Now, on your desktop or your phone, if you're on phone, you can download it on the App Store or Google Play Store. But if you're on the desktop, you can also download it on your desktop. This is the charting platform that I would say almost 90 or 80% of traders use. It's called TradingView. So go ahead and download it. Or honestly, I don't even download it. I just use it on the web browser because it's easier for me. Okay, so when you first go into TradingView. Hold up, let me try something, man. TradingView. Alright, when you first go into TradingView, they're gonna ask you to open an account now. Is this even TradingView, bro? This ain't even TradingView. Alright. When you first go into TradingView, they're gonna ask you to open an account for free. Everything they have is completely free, unless you want to buy the upgraded version. But even I don't use it. I don't feel the need to because I have everything I need in the non-paid version. But when you come on here, go ahead and create an account. And this is important. An important point you need to know. On your broker, because if you want to trade ES and NQ, which is the S&P and Nasdaq, you have to search on your broker what it's called, because there's different names. Some is CFDs, some is futures. Because on futures it's called, what is it called, bro? It's called ES. There is minis and there is micros. Hold up, MES. This is a micro contract, means it's like smaller than the mini contract and smaller than the original contract. The mini is just a smaller version of the original. I don't even know how to explain this shit, bro, but just take it as mini is 1/10 of the S&P price and micro is 1/10 of the mini price. It's not, but this is just an explanation. So go ahead and check on your broker what they are called, because for me it's not ES or NQ, but it's US 500 and US Tech 100, I think. Oh no, it's just called US Tech. What do I want to do, bro? Let me get rid of this. Okay, so when you're in the charts, you can either press view on super charts or just press the enlarge button. I just press the enlarge button. Your charts aren't gonna look like this, but this honestly isn't that important. As long as you know which is an up candle, which is a down candle. Your charts at the start may look like this, but I don't think it does. If it does, just go ahead and bro. Alright. Okay, if it does, go ahead and press this down button. Press candles, and it should look like the candles on my screen. Let me lower my chair. Okay, so if you want to change your charts, right click, go to settings, and you can change the body, the wick, and the borders. Now this is not very important, but some people get attached to the colors, like green means money and red means losing or something like that. That's why they changed their charts. I changed it to white and grey with black background because it just honestly looks cleaner and way nicer, bro. Like, damn, bro. I have other charts too, but I don't really use them. Alright. After you change them, please remember to save as. Then save whatever template you want so that next time when you want to access it, you still can on other charts. So that's it for the charting platform that we use. It's called TradingView. If you want, I can leave. I can. Ain't nobody gonna reply me, bro. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. No, this is not paid promotions. I don't have any paid promotions, so yeah. Alright. Next. We got prop firms. Okay, this is just a side. It's not a side quest. Okay, this is just a side thing that you don't have to use, but I prefer using because it's just more convenient for me. Aside from having a broker and a charting platform, by the way, you can place trades on TradingView if your broker is compatible. But I mean, mine is, but I would rather not. Okay, so there's this platform called MetaTrader 5. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard it if you have traded before. But this isn't a broker. This just links your broker with its app and you can trade through MetaTrader. For me, it's easier because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm weird. But yeah. You can do that, you can not do that if you don't want to. It's not a must, but it's good to have. The main point is you should have TradingView and a broker if you want to trade. Alright, now we're done with that. Next up, the next app you should have is a journaling app. We will get into journaling way later in one of the Playbook episodes, but if you want a free version of a journaling app, this is not going to track trades or whatever. It's just for you to journal your trades. It's completely free. I use it. I don't pay for anything. There's this app called OneNote you can use to journal your trades. I will get into how you journal next time, but you can just download and set it aside. If you want paid damn, I can't speak for shit, bro. If you want paid apps, there's some like TradeZilla, and there's also a new one called TradePath AI, if I'm not wrong. You can go ahead and check those out, but if you want a free version, simply just for journaling your trades, go ahead and download OneNote, as you can see in the picture. Then that's all for the apps you need. Throat is dry as hell, bro. Alright. Anyways, something I want to talk about. In trading, you don't need a fancy setup, you don't need monitors, you don't need anything. I have them just because I have them. Like, I don't use them, but I already have them, so I use them. Like, all you need is a phone and Wi-Fi. I'm being dead serious. That's all you actually need in trading. Because, yeah, bro, you can download everything on your phone. You can travel and trade if you want. You just need internet. And that's it, bro. And a phone, a platform. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Now we're gonna go ahead to simulation and live trading. So when you first get into day trading, maybe after you learn a few things, maybe you want to go try them out. There's something called... Damn, bro, it's been long since I used this, but There's something called paper trading, where you don't risk any money, you don't risk anything. This is simply just for you to learn, and I highly advise any one of you to use it for at least 3 months before you go in to either funded or live money. Shit bro, I off my mic by accident. Anyways, I highly advise you to use it for 3 months before you live trade or get into funded, just to solidify your skills. Now, if you don't know what fundeds are, they're just prop firms that sort of borrow you the money. If you prove to them that you are profitable, then they're gonna fund you a sum of money, however much you paid for, and let you trade with that money. So let's give you an example. Let's say you have damn bro, if you have $200 you want to spend on a funded, you could probably get 5k, maybe 10k in terms of funding. But then you're gonna have to pass an evaluation, which is like usually 8 to 10% profit, with a max drawdown of maybe 4 or 8%, depends on the prop firm. Yes, I use a prop firm right now, but that's to like test strategies so that I don't lose on my real account. Yeah bro, we're not gonna go so into funded account because I sort of stopped, but not really. But we can still get into it. Okay, for those of you who don't want to risk any money, who want to limit your risk, you can try the funded route, but there's gonna be limitations. For example, you're gonna be restricted. You're gonna have minimum trading days. You're gonna have max drawdown. Some might be trailing. If you want some recommendations for funded account, there's one called Alpha Futures and also Alpha Capital. Both of these are essentially from the same company, just that one is for futures and the other is for forex, I guess. There's also another one that called Top Step. Many of you would have heard this if you're in the trading space. It's one of the best prop firms that has been around so far. Also for Alpha Futures, so I haven't tried it personally, but so far it's been looking good on TikTok and social media. They got a lot of affiliates. You can go ahead and check them out. And also, I am not an affiliate, but if they wanna give me something, I wouldn't mind. But I don't do this for the money, man. Okay, so that's all for funded. Now, how to paper trade? Remember the app I told you to download? TradingView. In TradingView, when you press buy, they're gonna give you a trading panel. You go ahead and open that up. You're gonna see paper trading, brokerage simulator by TradingView. This is honestly the easiest way if you're using desktop or PC or laptop or whatever. This is the easiest way to get access to a paper trading account. When you go ahead and press into it, they're gonna ask you, I can't remember what. I've never touched this for a really long time. But yeah. Also, every broker, if I'm not wrong, they should offer paper trading accounts. It's called demo accounts. So you can go ahead and check out your broker if they have it. If not, you can try TradingView. You can also use it on your phone. And that is all for the points I have to make today. Now, please do not live trade at the start. I highly recommend against that. Do not live trade at the start, because firstly, when you start trading, sorry to say, but your skills are not going to be that good. You're probably just going to take every trade you feel like trading, and after like a year or so, you're going to realize, wow, that's dumb, bro. So don't trade. Just try out paper trading first. Try out demo accounts. Don't risk any money. It's like, just imagine this, bro. You know nothing about something and you want to invest $100 into it, $1,000 into it. You're gonna lose your shit in a day, bro. So don't do that. That is all I have to say for... Hold up, bro. That's all I have to say for the apps. Now, let me give you some bonus tips. When you first start, focus on learning one market, be it if it's ES or NQ, if you want to learn from me or someone else, because I know I'm not the best, not even close to being anywhere, but focus on one market. Because if you focus on multiple, you're gonna get stretched out, bro. You're not gonna learn anything. You're just gonna like... Because different markets has different market conditions. The way they move are different. Crypto, futures, forex, gold, they all move differently. Some things may not work as effectively, but that's why you have to try out one market at a time to see what fits you. If it's ES and NQ, you can come back to one of my videos next time and... Damn, bro, I can't breathe. You can come back to one of my videos next time and learn the confluences that works well in the futures market. And, you know, maybe get something out of it, turn profitable. I can't guarantee you shit, bro. Anyways, next tip. Risk more, even in simulation or paper trading or demo. Because when you just start, you have to develop discipline early. I'm sure if you ask anyone you know who trades, or any YouTuber or anyone that trades, they're gonna tell you that honestly it's one of the hardest thing you have to learn in the market, because it doesn't even relate to the market, bro. It's like an outside emotion that you just need to have it. Discipline, patience, conviction, but we'll go into that next time after you learn strategy and stuff. Alright, because once you go into trading with bad discipline, it's likely gonna stick with you for a while. And let me just tell you, it's not a good thing. You're gonna be wishing things you have never done. Like, oh man, if only I didn't go into this trade. Oh man, if only I stuck to my rules. That's why we want to implement and develop discipline early, so that you can avoid all those mistakes. If you can do that, I believe your trading journey will be way shorter than a lot of people out there. So see what you want, man. Alright, next tip. I swear there's something wrong with my mic today, but I'm still gonna go ahead and record it. The next tip is find one session and stick with it. I personally trade New York session, which is 9:30, and I mean it opens at 9:30, because that's where there's most volatility in the market, aside from news. We'll cover that next time. But for session timings, we'll also cover that next time in one of the later videos. The last and final tip is don't overcomplicate it. Simple setup works best. And when you're struggling with emotions, you're gonna think that, wow, trading is so hard. But actually, if you look at it, It's simpler than you think. Your setup is not present, don't take a trade. There's news, don't take a trade. What else? Your key areas aren't hit, don't take a trade. It's that simple, bro. You're just thinking, shit, man. There's an SMT here, there's an SMT there. Oh, you inverse this fair value gap. What are we gonna do now? Blah blah blah. That's why it's so complicated for you. And sometimes I overcomplicate it too, because we are human and that's naturally what we do, especially when money is involved. Because it's a very sensitive topic. I mean, yeah, we all know this. That's probably why we go into trading at the start. But just wait, where's my mouse, bro? Try to not care about the money at the start. If you want, you can trade with really small size. Honestly, just don't even trade with real money, bro. If you don't have the discipline to sit through and try without trading with money, what do you think is gonna happen when you put real money in it? It's gonna blow that shit account up, bro. Okay, so now that you're equipped with the right tools, in part 2 we'll get into how the market moves with trends, candles, and how to actually read charts. So that's where the real concepts begin. I can't put down the cup. This trash song, bro. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Not really joking today, bro. Maybe I am. But I swear there's something wrong with my mind. Alright. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 2 of this. Back to basics. Go ahead and download the apps. Go ahead and check them out. Go ahead and test them. Find what broker works for you. If you want, you can search funded accounts first. Learn more about them. And so that you can use them in the future. But yeah, bro. That is all for today. All I ever heard was good things. Good things about you and your life. Alright, bro. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. See you.